The Minneapolis and St. Paul Metropolitan is regarded as one of the most bikeable areas in the United States. The Metro has a wide network of painted bicycle lanes, curb-protected bike lanes, and bike trails scattered throughout, making it ideal to commute and or ride recreationally on two wheels. In this video, I'll be taking a ride from Minneapolis to the northwest suburb of Plymouth to get pizza at Elmore's New York Pizza. In my previous video, I was riding my Priority Hot Sauce bicycle. I absolutely love that bike. However, since I'll be covering more miles this time around, I've decided to ride my Velotric Discover M e-bike. The distance from my home to Elmore's is roughly 17 miles, making the total round trip just under 35 miles. I will be riding primarily on dedicated bicycle and pedestrian pathways. There are some road and highway crossings on this route, some requiring to cross on the opposite sides to commute on the pathway. Some of you may be wondering why I'm traveling a decent distance to eat pizza. There are many pizza places in Minneapolis after all. There are some places with really good pizza, such as Black Sheep Pizza located in North Loop neighborhood, and Boluto having multiple locations within city limits. I also heard that Rectangle Pizza has really good Detroit-style pizza. My second favorite style of pizza, in fact. I have not tried their pizza yet, but I will in the near future. With that all said, I have had a hard time finding New York-style pizza in the Minneapolis-St. Paul metro area. I've tried a few places and was left unsatisfied. Many places either don't cook the pizza long enough, or they overcook it. If you don't know what you're doing, it's really easy to screw it up. For those who don't know what New York-style pizza is, it is most comparable to a regular or Neapolitan-style pizza in the sense that it is round. I know, very vague. The main difference is that New York-style pizza tends to be a little bigger, a little thinner and crispy on the exterior of the dough, while still being soft and chewy on the inside. The size of the crust can vary depending where you go, but a true New York-style crust is crispy on the outside while being relatively light and airy on the inside. Neapolitan, on the other hand, is a little thicker, though not by much, and the dough is much more dense. Neapolitan also tends to not be as crispy, with the uncommon exception of the crust. The undercarriage of the pie will still be soft. New York-style pizza is very common in, you guessed it, New York, but also New Jersey, because many people who are originally from New York moved to New Jersey, thus carrying on the New York-style pizza tradition. I recently moved to Minnesota from New Jersey, so I know what qualifies as good New York-style pizza. The best New York-style pizza I've had was Upside Pizza, located in Manhattan on the corner of 8th Avenue and West 39th Street. They have many locations in the Big Apple, but this was the only location I've been to. After many failed attempts to successfully find good New York-style pizza in the Twin Cities, I ended up doing some research, and according to the internet, Elmore's New York Pizza in Plymouth, Minnesota has true New York-style pizza and is worth eating at. So I had to try it out for myself. Will Elmore's New York Pizza in Minnesota compete to those in New York and New Jersey? We'll find out at the end of the video. For those who are wondering why the camera is set somewhat low to the ground, I had a hard time finding a good spot to mount the camera on the handlebar. So as a temporary solution, I just mounted it on the front rack. I personally don't think it's so low that it ruins the video. That being said, I likely won't mount it on the front rack in the future. I'll just have to get creative with finding a viable solution to mount it on the handlebar of this particular bike. The issue is that the bars are so swept back that it makes it difficult to mount the camera without it being on an awkward angle. I use an Insta360 Go Ultra camera, which comes with a magnet pendant that can be worn underneath a shirt so that I can mount the camera on my chest while riding, giving a first-person view. I did not do that with this ride because the battery on the camera itself has a relatively short battery life, and I knew that it was not going to last throughout the ride. So I mounted the camera in the pod, which drastically increases the battery life. I'll have to mess around with the settings to try and increase the battery life. I'll get better with this. It's just going to take some time. Oh, jeez. What the hell am I doing? After exiting the Loose Line Regional Trail, things start to change, though in a slightly depressing way. Gone is the beautiful scenery of nature's wonders and happy people, and in is the undesirable suburban sprawl. I was greeted with a highway intersection that requires me to cross over to the opposite side to get back on the pathway. A relatively mild inconvenience, but an inconvenience nonetheless. I wasted a lot of time waiting for the lights to change in my favor. Oops. After crossing yet another highway intersection, not shown in the video, I realized that I was supposed to cross on the opposite side to continue on the pathway. When I found a safe place to cross over, the pathway just turned into a sidewalk by that point. I know it looks like I just pulled out in front of that car, but I promise you that the driver waved me to go on when approaching the median. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a shared pathway or just a really wide sidewalk, but nobody was around, so I wasn't concerned. Where is everybody? There's a bunch of businesses, and yet I see no one walking around. It reminds me of that movie I Am Legend with Will Smith. This whole area feels lifeless and has absolutely no character whatsoever. It seems safe though. I guess that counts for something. There are also a lot of traffic circles out here. I went around like 3 or 4 of them in a very short period of time. Okay, I'm just running out of things at this point. My blood sugar's low. I just need to get some pizza. We're so close. Just a little further. We finally made it. Elbar's New York Pizza, tucked in the corner of the strip mall. You can barely see it. For a second, I thought I went the wrong way, but I did not. Now the only thing left to do, other than ride all the way back home, is to eat and see what I think. The pizza was absolutely amazing. True New York style pizza. As crazy as it may sound, this might be the best pizza I've ever had. I'm not joking. It's been many years since I've been to Upside, but the fact that this even compares to them truly speaks volumes about Elbar's. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.